They always remain behind the screen, but all the country's main events and the worldwide news are on the screen of their lenses. The work of cameramen is irreplaceable. In fact, this is a foundation of television, or at least half of the foundation. A text and a video are the components of a piece. The journalist's plots and director's plans get a start through the cameraman's work. The ability to work in close communication is part of their skill. In the history of domestic television, Marzia Umarova might be the only person who had simultaneously worked as a reporter and a cameraman. She became the first woman to master the heavy technique of a tape recorder. Thanks to her skills, Marzia Umarova covered events from the southern region of the country.
Моя творческая деятельность началась еще со школьной скамьи.
My creative path began from school. I started writing articles for the city newspaper. After graduating from university, I began to do my favorite job professionally. I started working for the Republican television channel in the southern region. There were a few cameras at that time. My father bought me a professional camera. I learned how to work on it and shoot videos. I wrote the texts myself. It was an interesting time.
Кинокамера стала как бы на всю жизнь путевкой.
Marzia Umarova is turning 80. She's not used to idling around. She's currently making a documentary. She admits that the secret of her skill is in her approach to the video content and a storyline. She lets the heroes speak for themselves and tell their stories.
Если ты познал героя, побеседовал, познал и нашла вот эту точку соприкосновения.
First of all, you need to research about your story's hero. Take time to do it, because then you will tell his story to a wide audience. People learn about this person through us.
Вот, будучи вот мы здесь, делали материалы, после этого наши герои становились героями соцтруда, избирались в Верховный Совет.
The name of Jibek is well known to the Kazakh viewers. By working on national and regional TV channels, the experienced cameraman left a bright mark on domestic television. During his career, he shot nearly 20 documentaries and hundreds of reports. A unique creative sign can be found in his work. The cameraman likes to focus on details. Through these details, the master creates an idea of the event. I want to recommend the cameraman not to stop at what you've already achieved and not to be sure that you know everything. They need to improve their skills all the time. I wish creative success to journalists, directors, and cameramen working for the Kazakh television. Retired Jibek Kazanbay hasn't left the world of television yet. He is still engaged in his work. He teaches students. The number of people who want to learn how to shoot is growing steadily. The veteran shares his best experience and knowledge with his students.
Телеоператорлық жұмыс шығармашылық ізденісті талап ететін жұмыс. Өйткені біз
The cameraman is a profession that requires creative search. Since today's event will not repeat again tomorrow, every day we attend new events and learn something new. Thanks to the older generation of cameramen like Jibek Kazanbay and Yedil Yermekbayev, we had a good training, learned a lot of useful things, and now we are successfully applying the knowledge in our work. For 60 years, the Kazakh television has been giving the audience an abundance of bright, creative personalities and true professionals who are in love with their work. The veterans will always remain in history, and the young generation of broadcast journalists is led by their example. The young journalists continue to work by taking the best traditions as the basis.